Continuation of 45th summary of second chapter Bhagavad Gita. As long as the material body exists, there are actions and reactions in the material modes. One has to learn tolerance in the face of dual duties or dualities, such as happiness and distress, cold and warmth, and by being tolerant and arrogant, and by tolerating such dualities like joy and melancholy, we become free from anxieties regarding gain and loss. I think this is the beautiful narration of Bhakta Prabhupadula Swami about the triangular status of financial conditions of few people, and also the triangular status of mental situation of Arjuna in Kurukshetra in Mahabharata, which is the fifth Veda. And he is also saying Mahabharata is the fifth Veda and the Upanishads mark the beginning of transcendental life. There are so many Vedas, but Mahabharata being fifth Veda, and Bhagavad Gita is only a very trivial part of Bhagavad Gita, is a trivial and small part of Mahabharata, which is fifth Veda. So, let us concentrate on Krishna consciousness. This is the transcendental position, and it is achieved in full by Krishna consciousness, when one is fully dependent on the goodwill of Krishna. People speak about goodwill. It's a very legal and official term in court. It's a very legal and official term in business. It's a very legal and official term in all the affidavits and petitions regarding commercial life of any person. Arjuna, being very practical, is advised by Sri Krishna to be very commercial also in battlefield, to finish off the enemies. We should finish off our enemies, and we should be very practical. Ragadveshalaki, Mohaniki, Kamaniki, and Chaliki, Vediki, Endaki, Vanaki, Sukha Dukkalaki, and Santoshaniki, Vicharaniki, ఏమాత్రం చెలించొద్దు శ్రీకృష్ణ అని వాళ్ళ అమ్మ చెప్పిందో లేదో కానీ ఈ బావకి అంటే అర్జునుడికి మాత్రం శ్రీకృష్ణుడు చెప్తున్నాడు. మనలో ఎంతమంది మన పిల్లలకి ఇవన్నీ చెప్పాం? ఏది కావాలంటే అది, ఏది కొనాలంటే అది, ఏది ఇవ్వమంటే అది, అడగంగానే ఇచ్చేస్తాం కోట్లు కోట్లు కోట్లు. కానీ అది వాళ్ళకి మంచి జరుగుతుందా? దానివల్ల వాళ్ళకి చెడు జరుగుతుందా? దానివల్ల వాళ్ళ జీవితము, భవిష్యత్తు, ఫ్యూచర్ బాగుంటుందా? దానివల్ల ఏమవుతుంది అనేది చాలామంది పేరెంట్స్కి తెలియదు, అటు కరెంట్ ఉన్న పేరెంట్స్కి కూడా తెలియదు. సో ఆల్ పర్పసెస్ that are served by the small pond can at once be served by the great reservoirs of water. Similarly, all the purposes of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. మనం ₹1,00,00,000 పిల్లలు అడిగారు కదా, ఎలాగో వాళ్ళ ఆస్తే కదా, వాళ్ళ తాత ముత్తాతలు ఆస్తే కదా, మా అమ్మ నాన్న ఆస్తే కదా, మా అమ్మ నాన్న నాకు ఇచ్చారు, నేను మా పిల్లలకి ఇస్తాను, వాళ్ళు వాళ్ళ పిల్లలకి ఇస్తారు అనుకుంటాం. కానీ వాళ్ళ వెనకాల సూర్య, అరుముఖం, శ్రావణి లాంటి బజారు మంద, అండ్ సూర్య, అరుముఖం, శ్రావణి లాంటి దొమ్మరోళ్ళ పేరెంట్స్, వీరముష్టోళ్ళు, ఆ ప్రాస్టిట్యూట్స్ ఎంత నీచంగా మోసం, ద్రోహం, దగా అండ్ ఎంత బ్యాక్ స్టాబింగ్ చేస్తారు, వెన్నుపోటు పొడుస్తారంటే అసలు వాళ్ళని దేవుడు ఎంత నాశనం చేస్తాడో మనుషులు కూడా అంత సర్వనాశనం చేయాలి. అలాంటి వాళ్ళని సూర్య, అరుముఖం, శ్రావణి అండ్ వాళ్ళ పేరెంట్స్ని బూడిద చేయాలి. The rituals and sacrifices mentioned in the Karmakanda division of the Vedic literature are to encourage gradual development of self-realization. And the purpose of self-realization, of course, which is written in Bhagavad Gita, clearly speaks in the 15th chapter also. It is explained, and of course the purpose of studying the Vedas is to know Lord Krishna, the primal cause of everything. So self-realization means understanding Krishna and one's eternal relationship with him. The relationship of the living entities with Krishna is also mentioned in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The living entities are parts and parcels of Krishna, therefore revival of Krishna consciousness by the individual living entity is the highest perfectional stage of Vedic knowledge. This is confirmed in the Srimad Bhagavatam as follows. O my Lord, a person who is chanting your holy name, although born of a low family like that of Chandala, and a dog eater, and a chicken, mutton, prawns, fish, is situated on highest platform of realization. How many of you eat non-veg? Such a person must have performed all kinds of penances and sacrifices according to Vedic rituals and studied the Vedic literatures many times after taking his bath in all the holy places of pilgrimage. Such a person is considered to be the best of the Aryan family. So one must be intelligent enough to understand the purpose of Vedas without being attached to the rituals only, and must not desire to be elevated to the heavenly kingdoms for a better quality of sense gratification. It is not possible for the common man in this age to follow all the rules and regulations of the Vedic rituals and the injunctions of the Vedantas and the Upanishads. It requires much time, energy, knowledge, and resources to execute the purpose of the Vedas. This is hardly possible in this, Kali Yuga. All Brahmins are eating non-veg. The best purpose of Vedic culture is served, however, by chanting the holy name of the Lord as recommended by Lord Chaitanya, the deliverer of all fallen souls. When Lord Chaitanya was asked by a great Vedic scholar, Prakashananda Saraswati, why he, the Lord, was chanting the holy name of the Lord like a sentimentalist instead of studying Vedanta philosophy, the Lord replied that his spiritual master found him to be a great fool, and thus he asked him to chant the holy name of Lord Krishna. He did so and became ecstatic like a madman. In this age of Kali Yuga, most of the population is foolish. Kali తన ప్రభావం చూపిస్తుంది. విన్నారు కదా, మీకు చెవులు పాము చెవులు, and not adequately educated to understand Vedanta philosophy. The best purpose of Vedanta philosophy is served by inoffensively chanting the holy name of the Lord. Vedanta is the last word in Vedic wisdom, and the author and knower of the Vedanta philosophy is Lord Krishna himself, one and only author. And the highest Vedantist is the great soul who takes pleasure in chanting the holy name of the Lord. That is the ultimate purpose of all Vedic mysticism. Very beautiful explanation and summary and elevation and accusation, very intelligent form of writing a purpose.